that Jews had came and colonized America, when really those were the 10 tribes. So when he saw the so-called Indians, natives of the northwest portion of America, all right, he saw them. He thought they were Jews. It says it will be remarked that Gamaliel says the Savez circumcised their children on the 8th day after their birth, and by the covenant which God made with Abraham, the Jews circumcised their children on the same day. Which that leads us back to the scriptures. It's beautiful. Okay, break that down real quick. All right, this is Sirach or Ecclesiasticus in the Apocrypha, chapter 44, verse 19. It says, Abraham was a great father of many people, and glory was there none like unto him, who kept the law of the Most High, and was in covenant with him. He established the covenant in his flesh, talking about circumcision, and when he was proved, he was found faithful. That goes into when he offered up Isaac, okay, as a burnt offering, when the Lord tested his faith, okay. But we're going to go in about the circumcision. This is Genesis 17:3. And Abram fell on his face, and God talked with him, saying, As for me, behold, my covenant is with thee, and thou shalt be a father of many nations. Now, people read that, and they get it twisted, like in these churches, try to say, oh, well, that means everybody's a seed of Abraham, which that's not so. That's talking about Israel, okay. It says, neither shall thy name any more be called Abram, which means Abaram, which means exalted father, but thy name shall be Abraham, Abraham, which means father of multitudes. Okay, for a father of many nations have I made thee, and I will make thee exceedingly fruitful, meaning you'll have many descendants, and I'll make nations of thee, talking about the tribes, and kings shall come out of thee. The only people that's promised to be the kings and priests of the Lord of the whole earth are the children of Israel. Okay, and I will establish my covenant between me and thee and thy seed, singular, after thee and their generations, meaning the descendants of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, for an everlasting covenant. Okay, so it never changes, it's everlasting, to be a God unto thee, alright, unto Abraham and to thy seed after thee. Okay, to Isaac, Jacob, and then Jacob's 12 sons and their descendants. And I will give unto thee and to thy seed after thee the land wherein thou art a stranger, all the land of Canaan, for an everlasting possession, and I will be their God. Okay. See whose God he will be. Alright, this is Jeremiah 31:1. It says, At that same time, saith the Lord, will I be the God of all the families of Israel, and they shall be my people. Okay, so that was the promise to Abraham and to his descendants. Let's keep reading. Genesis 17:19. And God said unto Abraham, Thou shalt keep my covenant thereof, thou and thy seed after thee and their generations. This is my covenant which ye shall keep between me and you and thy seed after thee. Every male child among you shall be circumcised. Okay. Okay. And ye shall circumcise the flesh of your foreskin. Alright. And it shall be a token of the covenant between me and you. Alright. That was the covenant in his flesh, which that was a custom, alright, or the covenant that was made between Abraham and his descendants, Isaac and Jacob, and Jacob's 12 sons and their descendants. Alright. The custom or the covenant of circumcision. And that is 8 days old shall be circumcised among you, every man child in your generation, he that is born in the house or bought with money of any stranger which is not thy seed. So even our servants in the kingdom, every male gonna be circumcised, like it or not, because you heathens don't practice this. You don't practice circumcision. You believe that it's all right to be uncircumcised as a man, and you fucking Africans, man. You a bunch of cruel, monstrous, demonic ass people, man. Okay, and you simple ass niggas love bigging up Africans. Do some research, man. Them Africans be circumcising they females, man, cutting out their clitoris. Okay, where's that in the scriptures? Okay, and you simple-minded Negroes, you want to clean the Africans. Why don't you go do that shit? Why don't you circumcise your wife or your daughters? You say, oh nigga, you crazy. That's barbaric. Well then, that's a proof that you're not no damn Hamites, man. You ain't no Africans, cause that's what them Africans do. And the Lord gonna deal with them for that, man. Fucking barbaric demons. All right. And ye shall circumcise the flesh of your foreskin, and it shall be a token of covenant between me and you. And he that is 8 days old shall be circumcised among you, every man child in your generation, he that is born in the house or bought with money of any stranger which is not of thy seed. He that is born in thy house and he that is bought with thy money must needs be circumcised. And my covenant shall be in your flesh for an everlasting covenant. And the uncircumcised man child, whose flesh of his foreskin is not circumcised, that soul shall be cut off from his people. He had broken my covenant. And God said to Abraham, as for Sarai, which Sarai in the Hebrew is Sharayah, which means my princess, thy wife, thou shalt not call her Sarai, but Sarah shall be her name, which Sarah means princess, which is Shara, princess. It says, I will bless her and give thee a son also of her. Yea, I will bless her, and she shall be a mother of nations, and kings of people shall be of her. Talking about through the union of Abraham and Sarah, which they produced Isaac. Okay, the child of the promise. That was going to be that line that will eventually produce those nations, which will make Abraham the father of many nations, and Sarah the mother of many nations, and those nations, the males will be the kings. Talking about Israelites. Okay, then Abraham fell on his face and laughed, and said in his heart, shall a child be born unto him that is 100 years old, and shall Sarah that is 90 years old bear? Okay, because they was up there in ages, man. Okay, and Abraham said unto God, oh, that Ishmael might live before thee. Talking about them musty ass Arabs, man. Demons. And God said, Sarah thy wife shall bear thee a son indeed, and thou shalt call his name Isaac, which I think is Yatazachak, which means he laughed. Okay, and I will establish my covenant with him, and an everlasting covenant, and with his seed after him, which shall be Jacob. And as for Ishmael, I have heard of thee. Behold, I have blessed him and made him fruitful. I mean, he made him a big nation, and will multiply him exceedingly. 12 princes shall he begot, and I will make him a great nation. But my covenant will I establish with Isaac, which Sarah shall bear unto thee at this set time in the next year. Okay. Alright. And it said, and he left off talking with him, and God went up from Abraham. And Abraham took Ishmael his son, and all that were born in his house, and all that were bought with his money, every male among the men of Abraham's house, and circumcised the flesh of their foreskin, and the selfsame day, and God, as God had said unto him. And Abraham was 90 years old and 9 when he was circumcised in the flesh of his foreskin. And that's a cut on Yashuan. Okay, that demon. Okay. So Abraham kept the custom of circumcision.